welcome back to this vlog. I hope it doesn't be emotional for you. For me, sorry. I hope I'll behave and it will not be emotional for me. So it's just a sit down video. I think this will be the best way for me to come back here to this platform and tell you guys who have been offline, who have not been posting. So I'll reverse back like 3 years ago. This was in 2021, right? In 2021, in 2020, late 2020, I started my journey for processing a visa to Canada. Every African's dream is to go abroad because we believe that maybe in abroad the future is bright compared to Africa. Yeah, don't mind my hair. I just put black hair because I dyed it, so I changed to black. There's some colors on my forehead, but anyway, don't worry. I hope my lighting is clear and you can see me well. So guys, when I started my journey for going to Canada late 2020, I started my process wherever I had a passport. So I started processing and everything. You know, visa Canada, the Canadian visa is not easy to get. So early January I got my visa. When I got my visa, friends, I don't know how I'll say about it. So to cut the long story short, I just had toxic friends who pretend they are good but they are worse, they are bad. They just pretend to be good but they are just bad people. Let me just say bad people. They were toxic in my life. And after getting my visa, I was happy. So I started telling my friends, oh, I have a visa, oh, blah blah blah. Guys, this should be a lesson to you. Never share your success with anyone. Not every person is happy for you. Some will just pretend that they are happy for you, but they are not at all. They are not happy for you. They just jealousy you and they start having plans on how they'll make you a downfall so that you can fall down, and then they look at you like, ha ha ha. So I was working in Safaricom. If you don't know Safaricom, it is a telecommunication company in Kenya, and it's the biggest one. So I was an account manager in Safaricom. I've worked in Safaricom in different departments. I started working in Malindi as a casual worker. I went to Nakuru. I was in probation for like 4 months. That was 2018. 2018 November, I joined Nairobi, Buruburu Safaricom shop. I was there for 2018 November and December. And then a lot happened. I was sick, changing the environment from Malindi to Nakuru and then Nakuru to Nairobi. Everything was fucked up. At this point, I started feeling sick. I had food poison. I had diarrhea. I was having typhoid. To cut the long story short, I really enjoyed my life in Buruburu Safaricom shop. I worked there for 2019 and 2020. I changed the department. I went to the consumer business. I worked there in Samia Park, wherever. So in short, my experience in Safaricom for 6 years, I would say it is a testimony. I'll say my life is a living testimony in Safaricom, because while I was just sleeping one day, I told myself I'll work in Safaricom. I think this is just a separate video. I'll just do it for you. I know it will encourage someone. So the sky is the limit. If you want something, you can always get it. If you wish to work somewhere, you can always work there. As long as you believe in luck and you believe in dreams. Above all, you work hard and you work smart. Never lose hope. Yeah. So at this point, now early 2021, it was January. Everything was ready for me to fly to Canada. So I quitted my job. But then before quitting my job, it had started being toxic. From late 20. So someone just knocked in my room. He interrupted me. Anyway, let's continue. What were we saying? So at this point, I think I'll have to tell you how I quitted my 8 to 5 job in Safaricom, and then I started. Yeah, it's stable again. So I want to sit in the middle. Anyway, so I resigned my job. At this point, I had gotten my visa. There is this guy who was guiding me wherever. So I was going to book my flight ticket to Canada with him. So when I tried to remove money with my mobile banking, it refused, and it was on a Friday. So on a Saturday, I had to go back there, and then when going there, I did not find him. The office was closed. On calling him, he was not picking. So on Monday, I tried calling him. At this point, my passport got lost. Thank God I had not paid for my ticket. Toxic friends, they stole my passport. I don't want to talk about that because it is the past. It passed and whatever. So we have new life and new everything. Let's forget about the past. So guys, I was so stressed at this point. I've resigned my job. So my HR tried to email me. We talked, and then she was like, maybe if there is a chance, if I can go and work in Ethiopia. Safaricom was launching Ethiopia. To cut the long story short, I was kind of interested, but I just got depressed thinking of replacing a passport, whatever. I really never wish to have the same experience of getting a new passport. So I tried. I got a chance to work again, but I was not ready for the pressure and everything, so I just decided to quit. At this point, I learned about friends. I wanted to just cut off all the toxic friends in my life. So I went silent. A lot happened. There are people who are pretending to be my best friend, and they were backstabbing me. They'll say bad things in front of other people. When they see me, they pretend to be good. So at this point, I learned to be an introvert. I will do my own things. At this point, someone was knocking on the door again. Anyway, we are done with that. No more disturbance. So at this point, what happened? I really wanted somewhere I can be, somewhere where I can stay without disturbance, somewhere where I can be cool. At this point, I was thinking of where should I relocate to. I thought of going back to the coast because I was used to the coast, but not Malindi. At this time, I thought of maybe moving back to Diani, but my mental health, I really wanted somewhere cool, somewhere where I can relax, because at this point I'd lost a lot of money. Just as you know, getting a visa, you will spend and spend and spend and spend. At this point, I was like, maybe I will fly and my life will be changed. I'll recover whatever I've spent in the journey and wherever. But all was in vain. I lost more than let's say even 5,000 US dollars. I don't know. In Kenyan money, it is almost 1 million. I spent almost 900 or 800. And just as you know, in Africa, even saving 1 million, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So at this point, I decided to do what? I decided to look for a calm place to live. Thank God for my boyfriend. I went to stay to their place. His mom is a nurse, so the mom will go to the hospital and remain home alone. I really had peace of mind because I'll just wake up, maybe try to wash some utensils, take breakfast, and then I will relax alone in the house, no one disturbing me, and then I will sleep. When I wake up, maybe I prepare lunch, I wash utensils, I sleep again. In the afternoon, the mom to my boyfriend will come back and maybe we'll have stories here and there. At this point, I was not telling anyone whatever has happened in my life. I was like, I'm just waiting for my things to be ready. I will travel. I was not ready to share anything with anyone. So one of my friends just told me that now at this point, people who knew about the visa, they were telling me, you can try again. I get another passport, try again. I paid for the passport. When I'm trying to look on how I'll go back to the embassy and everything, at this point I just realized everyone is greedy for money. Because you try to talk to someone, he's just greedy for money. This person wants to tell you, oh, give me this much, I'll help you, blah blah blah. But all these people, all they wanted was money. So I just said I need to give myself time. One friend of mine just told me, you know what, Faye, you just need to give yourself time and you can try this again sometimes. And then I said, it's okay. I'll listen to what my friend has said. Everyone else was just telling me, get a passport and try this process again. But only this one girl, she told me, you have to relax first. Keep calm, we'll try this again later. The Oreo is giving. Very cold and so nice. As in the sugar is balanced, not too much chocolate, not too much sugar. It's just in the middle level. So guys, at this point, my face is glowing. Anyway, at this point, so I relaxed for like 7 to 8 months. So I one day woke up and thought of a plan. I was talking to some friend, and then I decided to relocate to Diani. I went to Diani. I got a furnished apartment. This apartment was like $38,000. Sorry, 38,000 Kenyan shillings. I'm used to dollars. Sorry guys, I'm just talking of dollar because that is the currency I'm used to. So I paid 35,000 rent deposit, 38,000 rent deposit. So I paid almost 100 because of some water deposit, electricity deposit. In short, I spent almost 100,000 Kenyan shillings, and I got that apartment. So through a friend, I learned about Airbnb. I was like, this apartment, it was a 2-bedroom apartment. One apartment, I went with a suitcase, my pink suitcase. If you've seen my travel videos, you'll see a small suitcase. That one and another traveling bag, a black one. The traveling bag was having my shoes, and that small suitcase was having some few clothes for me to wear. That is how I relocated to Diani. Another thing I had, there are curtains. So my house in Nairobi, I had to move everything back to my mom. I never sold anything. I took a lorry, a courier, and then I paid them. I paid almost 25,000 Kenyan shillings, and I moved everything for me back home. If you've not watched my house tour in Diani, please watch. In Nairobi, that house was it was a plus. It was so go and watch that video. So at this point, guys, I did what? I started Airbnb. So this friend of mine, I asked her on how to do B&B. She told me some basic, but you can only be better. I started doing it myself. I did registration. After 2 days, I don't get visitors, and I'm like, what is happening? So what I did not know was I was to upload my ID and verify my Airbnb. So after verification, it was not even 3 hours, I received a booking from 2 Chinese girls. And then they had 2 boyfriends and 1 African. The house was a 2-bedroom, very big one. I just put a throwaway price. By then I just charged the 2-bedroom house for $30. And then first time the person is given 20% off. So my first earning from B&B, I got $27. Those Chinese were so happy because the house was so affordable and cheap, depending with the standard in Diani. Anyway, that was just my first. Those were just my first visitors. These people, they were smoking. That first day, they burned the bed sheet. Oh, they burned one of the bed sheets in the bedroom. So I did not know for B&B, when someone is checking out, you need to go and check your things, if everything is okay. The ice is icing. Now they had gone. So that is how I started Airbnb. I started living in Diani. I started with that first house. I got another house and another 2-bedroom. It was not in a very good place, but also, so if I have a visitor in this house, I'll go and stay in another house. And then I got to some point, I was like, now I need a house specifically for me to live. So that is how I was in Diani for like a year. Now 2 years are done after I lost my passport. And then I started another journey of going abroad. So guys, ensure you watch part 3. I'll finish my story in the part 3 and how I started traveling and why I never posted when I started traveling and where I've been, what I've been doing. So please watch this. I hope it motivates you, and this is my story. I hope you like it. If you like, just drop a sweet comment down below and then give my video a thumbs up. So see you in the next one. Bye bye. Ciao. Arrivederci.